Hello everybody, it's me Zane.
And it's me Morgan.
And today we're bringing you something very special. Do you guys like clay? Do you like magnets? We got both here. You get to make cutesy little magnets for maybe your fridge or your desk, whatever magnetic little surfaces you have laying around your abode.
Or lockers.
Yeah, lockers work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty simple, straightforward craft, so let's get started.
Alright guys, so in this week's craft bag, we're going to be just making a bunch of different clay projects. So I have a few different types of clay, and they are actually labeled, so you should have a little container that has just some air dry clay. I went ahead and already messed with it because this needs some time to dry. And then I also have air dry clay that is like foam air dry clay, and it should just be in a little packet here. And then you should also have a little baggie or little pack of oven baked clay, and it should just have like oven written on the package there. So I'm going to just start kneading some of my Sculpey or the oven baked clay, just get that a little warmed up. We also have tacky glue because that's going to be for our magnets on the back, and a variety of paints. You can use whatever paints you want. If you have more, you can use them from old projects. Paintbrush, and then maybe get a paper towel or something to work on top of. And then as you can see with my air dry clay here, I just put the magnet right into the clay, and I'm gonna have it flat, so it'll go right onto a refrigerator or a locker even. And then I made little triangle pieces. I just molded them with my fingers, and then after those dry, I'm gonna glue them all on around to make a little sun. I thought that would be cute. And it might be easier to paint all of these individually too, so I might just do that. But this needs a day to dry, so leave that out, and you might get a little bit of cracking in it. I would just fill that with some of the Mod Podge that we gave you in the paint pots. But yeah, go ahead and make something cool with the air dry clay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and open up the other foam air dry. And it won't be this color. You might have a fun one. Oh, it's a little sticky, but in a good way. It's weird. Very strange texture. Alright. So this one. This might get stuck a little bit to the paper towel, so I'm gonna maybe not use this one on it, but I'm going to try to make a moon shape out of this. Something really simple because it is a little sticky. So I'm gonna let that dry. Again, this might need to be set out to dry for a day or so. And now for the Sculpey. So with the oven baked Sculpey clay or polymer clay, if you want to look it up online, just type in polymer or oven baked clay, and you can see different ideas. Usually I just put my polymer clay in around 275 for about 30 minutes to an hour. But if it's thicker, say you want to bake just the entire Sculpey a ball, it probably needs an hour and a half. But again, you can look it up online and see if you want to cook it at a different temperature. But for this one, I'm going to try to make into a star shape. For the moon, I'm going to wait until it dries and then just glue my magnet on the back of that. And this one, I might just try to flatten it a little bit into the magnet so it lays a little more flat. but I'm not going to bake the magnet in the oven, so I'm gonna pop it out until I'm ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and go bake this for about a half hour, this size, on like 275, and then I'm gonna let it cool off for about like 10 minutes or so, and then after that I can start painting it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start painting some of my pieces now that they're dry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my yellow here, because the yellow paint sometimes needs more layers. And it would probably also be a good idea with your paintbrush to get just like a little thing of water in case you want to rinse your brush out. Okay, so the next one here, I'm going to do my moon. I'm going to use a little bit of blue, and then with the white, I'm going to make like a little bit lighter blue. And then I'm not going to paint the back of my moon foam. I'm going to actually leave that unpainted and open. So in case there's any like moisture still trapped inside, it'll have like a way to escape, so it's not like enclosed inside of paint. And then for my sun, I'm going to take some, well, you guys have red and yellow to make orange, but I don't have red over here, so I'm just going to pour some orange and then use some of my yellow. So for the sun, I think I will do the middle yellow, and then the rays I'll make red. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to come back, see if I need to do another coat or another layer on top of this. Alright guys, so now that I have all of these pieces dried, I'm going to go ahead and take my glue over here. You should just have like a little paint container full of it. And I'm going to take my brush here, just get kind of like a glob amount. And I'm not going to glue on the magnets right away. I'm going to do my sun first. So I have my sun pretty much glued down, so I'm just going to let this dry for now. Usually tacky glue takes about, I don't know, like roughly 30 minutes, I would say, to dry, but if you want to give it more time, that's definitely fine. For my star here, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right onto the polymer clay, and then just put the magnet back into the spot, just like that. Looks good. And then for my foam one here, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue onto the magnet first, so I'm not like squishing the clay. And then with my black paint over here, I'm going to try to draw on some faces. So I'll start with the star, and I'm just going to take the other side of my paintbrush, not the brush side, but just the wooden tip, and then dip a little bit, or dip your end into the black paint, and then this is how we'll make the little eyes. And then once oh, actually the sun should be done, because I do remember I put the magnets just like right in the back here. So yeah, after this is dry, you can put a little layer of like Mod Podge on top of it if you would like. That just like clear coats it. I'm gonna go ahead and like let these dry and then put a layer of Mod Podge on top, but pretty much they are done. Just wait for them to fully dry, then glue the magnets on, and then you have cute little foam, or not foam, just like different clay magnets. I think these turned out really, really cute. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and we will see you again next month.